What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Iron Moose 5-ton. It's been forever since we created a video. I do apologize for that. We've had a ton going on, and in ways I hope to get back to it. In ways we're still going to kind of be slow. We no longer have our business, just real quick. So the shop the truck used to be stored in is gone, and the truck will be going to a storage facility, indoor storage facility that is somewhat local to me, but not overly local. So that's why. But today we replaced the batteries. We went and replaced all four. We decided to stay with four, and I'm just going to go over and kind of show you what we did. So if anybody else is looking to replace their batteries and is unsure what to do, here's a good suggestion. So 923A1. We kept the four. So here's the battery box here. And the prior batteries I had were actually not put in by me, and they were Group 65 batteries. They worked good. I won't talk anything bad about them. They were Autocraft Golds, and they were replaced. They were dated February of 2016, and I just had to replace them. I finally killed them. I started having problems with them about six months to 8 months ago. Where I had to put the charger on more frequently. It would die if I left the battery switch on for like an hour or so by accident. It'd be dead. But that's 6 years, so that's more than sufficient for lead acid batteries. But we went and replaced them with Group 31 Duracell Fleet heavy duty batteries. These are what were recommended to me by a couple people. From the research I did, these definitely are the more appropriate battery for the starter and the amount of juice that the starter draws when you go to turn the truck over, especially when it's cold. I live in Pennsylvania. We see anything from a couple degrees below zero, nothing super crazy, a couple degrees below zero to 110 in the summertime. But these are rated for 950 cold cranking amps at 0 degrees. So that's 3,800 cold cranking amps with the four of them at 0. And I'm pretty sure they're rated for 1,170 at, it's either 30 degrees or 50 degrees. I'd have to look at the sheet again. But more than enough cold cranking amps. Lead acid. I like how these are sealed up better. I am happy with how these are sealed up. All the little caps are under this label. I got these from Batteries and Bulbs. I had to order them. I called them. You can find one on their website. I will put the link in the description so you know exactly what battery I got. There is two options. There's the ones with the automotive, the SAE terminals, and then there's the option with the threaded terminals. Because of the setup I have and all the and the terminal connections, I went with the SAE terminals. But you can go with either one, whatever setup you have. I will say, if you have car batteries in your truck now and you decide to go the Group 31s, the Group 31s have to go long ways. So it's long ways and long ways. The 65s, I kind of had one this way, one this way. This one back here was running this way, and this one might have been this way too. So the 31s are like 1.5 inches longer. So they have to go this way. So I had to extend the jumper cable in the back. You can see that one. That had a real short, I put it in the truck now, a real short guy on it from before. I had to extend that one. So you can see I extended that one. And then this red one here, the cable that was just on it was not being flexible at all. So I had to extend this red jumper here. But if you set them up like this, I highly suggest you follow exactly how I have them set up here, because the way my old ones were, there was more space between them here, but the negative and positives were close to each other. So if anything touched, it would arc, and that is not what you want. So now the way they're set up, it's negative and negative real close together. It's positive and positive real close together. These are actually the terminals that are both jumped together. So not that anything's going to touch, but if it does, you're not going to have any problem. The opposite terminals are far enough away from each other to not cause any problems. But other than that, yeah, I mean, this is our battery box. This is a standard 923 battery box. We actually have a converter in the back. It's just a 12 volt converter, 1200 watts, I think. It's more than enough for we power like a little CB radio, a little public safety radio, some lighting, that kind of stuff, cab lighting, and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna keep this video short. This is kind of just what to see. Again, like I said, I'll put the battery link in the video description, and then if you want to order them, I can almost guarantee, at least right now, you're gonna have to call them and say, hey, I need 4 of them. For me, it took me 2 weeks to get them. I said that's not a problem at all. You know, it's a special occasion. They special ordered them. As soon as they came in, they called me, and I went and picked them up. They took my old ones. They gave me the core deposit. And just check with your battery store. I only got a partial core deposit, which I was well aware of. I knew it was going to happen. I wasn't 100% sure what the batteries in the truck were when I ordered these, but I knew I was changing to the Group 31s regardless. So I got a partial core deposit because I gave in the 65s. If you have 31s already and you give a 1-for-1 group exchange, like 31s for 31s, you'll get even more money back. Normally you get 100% of the core deposit, but that all depends on your store. But this is how they're labeled up, you know, or wired up. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. I can definitely send photos or whatever through the Facebook page or anything like that. Sorry, it's focusing on my hand. We also have a new phone. You know, we have a little updated phone now. I was on the iPhone 6. I've now gotten the latest phone, so hopefully the videos are clearer and more stable as well. So thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Any questions, like I said, definitely feel free to reach out. And this is a simple one. Catch you in the next one.